This episode of the Doing the Yarn podcast is brought to you by the Wrestling Guy Store. The Wrestling Guy Store for all your WWE needs, t-shirts, and toys. Visit the Wrestling Guy Store at 6085 State Street in Huntington Park, California. This episode of the Doing the Yarn podcast was taped earlier this week with our guest, Lucha Underground's Marty the Moth. I hope you enjoy it. If you like, please give us a follow on Twitter at Doing Yorton, and that's at Doing_the_Orton, Instagram, Doing the Yorton Podcast, Facebook, fan page, Doing the Yorton Podcast, YouTube, Doing the Yorton Podcast. Now let's get into the podcast.
Yes! Marty the Moth, the new Lucha Underground champion. Hi. Obviously you heard, I'm Marty the Moth Martinez. I'm here to bring Aztec pride to Lucha Underground. Wherever there's gold, you're going to see the Moth tribe. Wherever there's war, wherever there's violence, you'll find the Moth tribe. But we're
Today I have a very special guest. It's Marty the Moth. So let's get started. Were you a fan of wrestling growing up?
Older than what most people are. I got in and the Monday Night Wars were happening, and I was a little bit older than what most people were in my life, but I was a fan ever since I was probably like 14, 15. That's when I finally joined in with this crazy world of wrestling and started being a fan there. I was a WCW guy all the way through.
Oh, who are you a fan of wrestling?
A guy named Bill Goldberg actually made me a fan at the very beginning because I played football in high school. I was in high school when I started liking football, or when I started liking wrestling. And because of me playing football, I related to Bill Goldberg. Now, once I started watching wrestling a little bit more, my mom loved Jay Leno as a person who did the late night talks, and so DDP did a wrestling match with him too. So I started liking DDP and Bill Goldberg, and then I figured out what wrestling was. So Shawn Michaels is the man that I kind of emulate my career after.
Well, how did you start training?
I went to a WWE Raw show. Some local guy who ended up being my best friend, Derek Hubbard, had me a flyer saying, "Hey, we have a wrestling show here in Salt Lake City." I didn't know there was other wrestling places besides WCW and WWF at that time. So about 3 months later, I went to the school and started here at UCW Zero here in Salt Lake City, Utah. I started training, and then as soon as I saw the
How did you end up in Tough Enough?
Because once I'd been training for a little bit, I started, and then I realized that I could, and I had a chance to be in the WWE if I worked hard enough. So I actually started flying myself to all the shows and being an extra for the WWE and basically letting them know I was around. And then when WWE Tough Enough came around, somebody hit me up on Facebook. There's a giant competition going on. We had to make a video and then get likes or popular votes on that video, and I didn't want to have any part of that. But somebody hit me up on Facebook saying, "Hey, you're on WWE's radar. They would like you to make a video." I thought it was fake, but I ended up doing it anyway, and it worked out very well for me.
So how did you end up later in Lucha Underground?
Actually, it was because of WWE Tough Enough that I ended up in Lucha Underground. Eric Van Wagenen is the executive producer of Lucha Underground, and he also worked on WWE Tough Enough. He saw what I was like in real life at the mansion there on Tough Enough. He saw what I can do as far as wrestling-wise, And I was one of the first people called at Lucha Underground to be signed for a contract before Lucha Underground was even called Lucha Underground.
So, in Lucha Underground, how did you come up with the name Marty the Moth?
Actually, the writers, Krista Joseph, Stolman, they actually came up with the character of Marty the Moth. They came up to me and said, hey, we're thinking about this for you. There's this Marty the Moth character. He's from the Moth tribe, because Lucha Underground is all about the Aztec tribes. So he's from the Moth tribe, and he's basically a big kid. He's not all there up top. Something's a screw's loose, definitely, but he's a big kid. And so you want you for comedic relief. Can you do something with that? I said, sure. So that's what they gave me, and this is what I came up with.
Well, in your career, what has been your favorite match to be a part of? Oh,
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. My favorite match to be a part of was honestly my Weapons of Mass Destruction match with Killshot in the beginning of Season 3. The reason for it is just because there was a lot of pressure with us from the producers and the writers. So I was very excited the way that match turned out.
That was a good match. It was crazy.
I got 7 staples in my head after that match.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun, but I felt it for a good couple weeks after.
So, what has been your favorite match to watch?
My favorite match to watch? Just in wrestling, period?
Yeah, just in wrestling.
In wrestling, period, I think my favorite match is Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania. I can't remember which one it was, but it's the first one. Not the one where Shawn retired, the one before that. It was amazing, and I kind of knew that's where they were going to go with Shawn getting towards the end of his career, but the way they laid out that match, the way they built that match up, it was beautiful. So Shawn and Taker, number 1, it was my favorite match and still is.
Well, are you doing any other wrestling promotions in the near future?
Every weekend I'm somewhere. This weekend I'm in Denver, Colorado on Friday. I'm in Chicago, Michigan on Saturday. Then I open up a supplement company, so we're doing a grand opening in Las Vegas on Monday, and then I'm taking my girl to Italy on Wednesday. So this weekend I will be in 4 states, 3 countries. So yeah, I wrestle everywhere. Marty the Moth. Yeah, I wrestle everywhere. So across the country and across the world. I'm doing a lot of stuff with AAA lately. I've definitely been blessed.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's really cool. This is our final question. Are there any ways that people can contact you on social media or follow you on social media?
Absolutely. I love this question. You can follow me at Martin Casaus, MartinCasaus. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all the exact same. I have a official YouTube channel at Martin Casaus _official. Please follow me. Please go write me a message. Let me know you're there. I love fans. Without fans, it's just 2 guys in a wrestling ring rolling around in spandex. So thank you, wrestling fans, for being there. Write me a message, and really, without you guys, we don't have wrestling. So follow me and hit me up.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being on my podcast.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And good luck with your company.
Thank you very